the joke is this is going to be a sound test. Okay. So we've got the Sennheiser G3 system with the ME2. We've got a Rode with a wind gag, a Rode without a wind gag. We've got a 60 with a wind gag and a 60 without a wind gag, but its green light means that it's using the noise reduction. So we might try the wind gag and noise reduction, wind gag without. It's windy today. Oh, there's a zoom here as well. H1 I think it is, I can't remember what it's called. We'll take all of this out and let's see how it does in the wind. Oh, just for good measure, there's a dog top mic there, which is an can't remember. ME2, that's it. I had to look. So recording on Zoom, recording on the phone, recording on the camera. Right, so there's a couple of things to point before we start out. First of all, I'm not wearing headphones, so I can't measure any of what I normally do, which is obviously take level and things like that. Not that you can take a level that easily with a phone and S60s. The other thing is, I was too lazy to get a tripod, so the main camera's kind of propped up by a dog bone and the phone is against a flower pot. So the other thing I want to say before anything is, because I'm not monitoring it, I have no idea if there's any kind of crosstalk going on here with Wi-Fi signals affecting microphones and all the rest of it. So if there is, I might be reshooting this, or if it's minor, I'll sort of demo it for you. The other thing is obviously the placement. They're all slightly different places. So we've got two S60s, two Rodes and the Sennheiser ME2. Slightly embarrassingly, I looked everywhere for my Sony ECM and I need to do a really proper clear out. I haven't been able to find it. It's definitely there somewhere. What happened was I packaged it up because I was going to sell it on eBay. Nobody was interested, so it just went in a box and I will dig it out. It's a breezy day. So just to run down the mics we've got before I sort of taking them out and put them on the desk. We have got the MK600 on top of the main camera. We have got a zoom here, H1 I think it is, with a stereo. It's got obviously a fluffy protector on it. Two S60s, one's got the fluffy protector on, one hasn't. We've got the ME2, which is the Sennheiser, and then we've got the two Rodes, one with and one without a fluffy. So let's just put them on the desk. So that's the Rode with the fluffy. This is the Rode without a fluffy. I'll leave the Sennheiser there just for the moment because it's plugged in. I've got these Smallrig connected. It's hard to see actually if that's recording. I think it's got a blue light on. It's very difficult in the bright sunshine to see that. And this one here, it's the one with the fluffy on. And again, hard to see in the light. I'm hoping they're recording. Definitely recording on the phone, whether they're connected and stuff. It's really hard to see the lights. That's quite a point to note. So we're actually recording 8 channels of audio here. The Canon XF605 I'm using as a main camera has got a 4-channel audio. The phone's doing the 2 channels of Smallrig, and then we've got the stereo zoom. So I'm just going to move this Sennheiser off here, put it on the deck with the other stuff. In terms of protection, wind protection, the fluffies I'm using, the Rode one's the one that came with it, the Smallrig's the one that came with it. This one I think is a Rycote, I can't remember, I've had it years. The Sennheiser MKE600 has got the it's Sennheiser fluffy, and I think this might be a Rode fluffy on the, can't remember, on the zoom. Anyway, as I said, it's breezy. We've got the Smallrig here with no fluffy on it. So what I'd like to do is turn on the noise suppression by pressing the button. Yeah, I can see it's gone green. So that's now got noise suppression on it, but no fluffy. So I'm going to put it back on here as you would have. Well, I think I hit it off again. That's a slight potential problem there of just accidentally clicking it. I'm going to put it on here with the noise suppression, and I'm just going to walk around the garden and come back. I may leave shot because obviously I haven't got a camera operator. So I'm walking over to the trampoline over here, walking around, noise suppression on, no fluffy. Here's a gust of wind. Yeah, okay. Actually, the wind's died down properly. I mean, there was a little gust there, but it's classically died down because I'm trying to do a little test demo. I think I can see myself in both the shots there. So, yeah, I'm hoping the wind will pick up again in a moment, maybe. It's late September here in the UK. You never can guarantee exactly what's going to happen with the weather. Yeah, don't really know. Anyway, I could blow on it, I suppose. That would help, wouldn't it? Don't know if that's made any difference. What I'd like to do is try fluffy and the noise reduction in the wind. My personal preference is to deal with noise reduction down the line, offline on the edit. Offline, you know what I mean? Not do it live in the camera, because that way you can choose how much or how little you actually need and maybe put it on and off as required. But of course there are live streaming kind of considerations. We do some live streaming on one of the channels that I run, and therefore if you're outside and it's windy, it'd be handy to have an option for that. I am just carrying on talking and waffling because I'm hoping the wind will pick up in a moment. I can hear a little bit in the trees. Most of that's traffic noise. I am really interested to see what happens when I put all of these microphones on the same track at the same time. I mean, obviously there'll be some kind of phasing going on, but there's one issue I'd found with Smallrig. Here we go, here's the wind. Yeah, one issue I found with the Smallrig when I first tested them yesterday, I literally received them yesterday, was that both of them are mixed onto the same track. It's a good point actually. Are we getting the true test of this because we're getting them mixed together? What I might do is switch one of them off and do this test separately. So let's switch this other one off here. It's hard to see the light, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gone off. And you can check on the Smallrig dongle. So I think that's just this one operating now, tapping it for check. Tapping that one to check. So if so, this is just the one Smallrig, noise suppression on, walking around the garden. The dog wants to play, so kick the ball for the dog. I should put the microphone on the dog and see what happens. Here's the ball, Marley. Ready, steady, go on then. Okay, the wind has properly died down, which is a bit of a shame. Could go to an open area and do this test, it would probably be better. I'm going to put the fluffy on with the noise reduction on. There's a bit more wind, bit of a breeze there. Here we go. Oh yeah, I can feel a gust now. I've not put it on yet. Okay, let's try it with the fluffy then. Try not to lose the bit at the back. I suspect it's going to be a problem for these. Maybe dropped it somewhere. Right, so fluffy on. It's pressed the button as I put it on, so let's press it again. Go noise reduction, green. Great. Don't know where the thing is. It's on the floor. Put it in the same spot. Okay, here's the wind. Okay, so it's breezy. Pretty sure noise reduction's on, but I'll show that to the camera. Maybe you'll be able to see the green dot. Anyway, this is S60. Here's some breeze. I can feel it now. Yeah, right. Good breeze. Really good breeze. This is strong wind. While it's breezy and windy, and hopefully you'll be able to see whether the noise suppression and the wind gag's any good. Maybe I'll go nearer the tree, get some tree noise. Yeah, that's good blowy. Yeah. Good stuff. Kicking the ball for the dog. And I'm going to do some clapping, see if the noise suppression deals with it. What's going on now? Is that any good? Clapping is the most painful thing when you're near a mic, particularly doing live events and somebody's on a podium and they decide they're going to clap whatever it is that they're talking about, and they're right by the podium mic and you're like, what are you doing? Stop clapping. Just got to rescue the dog's ball. Right, let's switch mics. Lose the little white thing again. Okay, so putting it in the same spot, I'm going to do some wandering around with the Sennheiser. So Sennheiser, very traditional broadcast system, this one. I'm not going to talk about its history because I don't know it, but I've had this kit for about 8 years, and I won't say it's never let me down. The only time it really lets you down is when the batteries go. You lose a little bit of power from the batteries in this kind of system, and you get clicks and pops and all sorts of horribleness. Brand new batteries, absolutely fine. Never use rechargeables. They are an absolute nightmare because they don't provide enough voltage, and therefore you get the clicks and pops. Problem that's kind of gone away since I switched to the Rode system, actually. In fact, we might do that. Let's do that now. Taking out the Sennheiser from the G3, plugging it into the Rode, which I don't have a wing gag on. So we're now on the Rode with the Sennheiser ME2. So Sennheiser ME2 lapel mic was on the G3 system, is now on the Rode system. Shouldn't be any noticeable difference whatsoever. Come on the breeze. And then also let's have a go taking that off with the Rode with its own fuzzy built in. Now, because of the clip design, obviously it's going to be pointing slightly away, which is a slightly different positioning, but pretty much as close. And there you go, that's what this one sounds like. Still a bit breezy, but not massive gusts. So yeah, okay, come on here, we're getting up a little bit. I've had really good experiences with this microphone doing snowboarding. So snowboarding down the hill, perhaps 40 miles an hour, quite a lot of wind coming towards you, absolutely fine. Usually kind of put it half inside a pocket with the fluffy sticking out, works brilliantly. Wind noise is negligible, fantastic bit of kit. This is the Zoom close quarters. I don't think anybody really want to be carrying this around, but if it is in the wind, it's not bad. Decent fluffy on it. And then I'd have to physically get closer to properly test the Sennheiser ME2, but it's a decent mic. It's really good for getting up. If you're going to get up close to the Vox Pops and you haven't got time to put radio mics on people, that's a really good option. It comes with a 3.5mm adapter. I'm running it XLR at the minute with phantom power, but you can run it with a battery straight into something like a SLR style or mirrorless style camera. Obviously the problem with that is it takes both channels. You can get splitter cables potentially, but it becomes a bit of a problem because often those cameras are sending power down them, but that's a completely different situation, quite completely different out of the scope of this video. I've waffled on enough for literally 12 minutes or something ridiculous, so that's the test over with. Hopefully you got something out of it. I'm hoping to get something out of it as well. Goodbye.